So this quick video is just going to be a demonstration on how to properly set up and install the Lumitec Finale Fire that you're going to be using for the MM45. To start, you're just going to go ahead and locate the software. And we're going to go ahead and allow this to extract and then decompress and then finally install. I'm going to follow the online prompts. You're going to accept that you agree to the license. You're going to install. So it'll take a few minutes to install. Okay, so if you suddenly see a quick Windows alert, go ahead and accept that. It'll begin to finish up, and you just simply continue to follow the online directions. Okay, so the next thing you do is, because the system drives off a USB, you need to basically upload some driver updates so that it can recognize and communicate with the interface. So what you're going to do is going to go to the email, and you're going to locate the software for the drivers, and you'll see it here. It's the IO cable PL 2303 drivers. You're going to click on this, and we're going to just go ahead and open it. It's going to go ahead and start to download the instructions here. And you're going to see the file pop up. You can read the release notes, or you can just go ahead and click on the driver. You can extract all, and you can select which destination you want, but I usually just keep it on this. You can extract. Then this is the important one, the application. You're going to click on the application. Yes. And I've already went ahead and, previous times I've already installed this, so you probably wouldn't see this show up. So we're just going to go ahead and I'll just hit repair. And it's going to go ahead and install. Okay, now that we've finished installing both the drivers and the software, it's going to want you to restart the PC. Now this will be the first time you restart the PC, but you'll have to do it again. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and hit finish. It'll restart, and then I'm going to show you something else we have to do for the key. Once we install the key, we'll restart the PC a second time. Okay, now that we've restarted the PC, we're going to go ahead. We're going to take the license key that we sent you, and we're going to go ahead and put that into the appropriate folder. So what you're going to do is you're going to basically go into your documents library, and you're going to scroll down, and you're going to see a little folder called Ion Fire. You're going to click on this, and you can see something called licenses. Basically, inside this licenses is where you're going to go ahead and you're going to put all the license keys that you end up getting for all your systems. So all you're going to do is locate that particular folder with your license key, and you're just going to go ahead and move it into the licenses. Now I've already done it, okay, so you won't see this screen show up, but I'm going to move it and replace, and there it is. It's right there, and you're all set. Now, because you just changed the operating software a bit, you're going to go ahead and restart the PC one more time. Okay, so by this time you've went ahead and we've saved the CSV file from the Finale script to the desktop of your PC. So now it's asking, once I started up the Lumitec Finale Fire software, it's asking for the the CSV file, and it happens to be right here. So what it just did was it took the programming that you just saved to the desktop, and it's just assigned it into the system. As you can see, we got all 32 cues, and this right here is the product names. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and define the interface. Sometimes you may have more than one interface, but normally you just have one. So we'll call this interface main. And the type, these systems are all based on the Merlin system programming. So we're going to click Merlin Systems, and it's your only choice at this time. Configuration, the cool thing about this software is most Windows PCs, anytime you connect up a USB into the port, it's going to remember that particular port. This software will only give you options of known ports. So right now there are known ports. There's COM port 5 and COM port 9. COM port 5 happens to be just a simple photo disk that's plugged into this PC right now. COM port 9 happens to be the COM port that my Murloc is plugged into. And it just set up here, so we're going to go ahead and close the window. The next thing we're going to do is define the modules. We're going to hit add. Okay, so this is going to be, we'll just give it a name so you know how to find it, and it's going to be front. The address is going to be the first address because we just have one. Okay, now here's something that I need to point out. The type. The Murloc, if you were to use a Murloc, you would use the MMSC because theoretically it's the same system programming that the MMSC uses. It allows you to use the battery testing method, and that's why we programmed it like the MMSC. However, currently this computer right now is plugged into a Murloc, and as far as programming and using of the software, it's exactly the same. So we're just going to go ahead and click the RS-45 system. However, if you have a Murloc in front of you, you're going to hit the MMSC, and eventually there's going to be a Murloc page show up here. But for now, go ahead and click the RS-45 if you have an MM45, which I do. And then the configuration tab pops up. You see auto activate. Auto activate allows the computer, as soon as the interface is plugged into the system, whether it be a Murloc or an MM45 or an MF3 or whatever, it turns every system on the network alive. You can turn this on, it's up to you. The other is where the default program is. The software is actually made for multiple systems to go hot. However, currently this is set for the Merlin programming, so do not change the user-defined code at this time. And it just showed up right here. Hit close. Next thing you're going to go ahead and do is come down here and you're going to give it a name. Now again, remember I'm using the MM45. It's plugged in right now. If you had the Murloc, you plug this right here, the MMSC. However, because I have the MM45 plugged in, I'm going to do this. And this is just a very, you're telling the computer what language to speak to these systems. That's all. So I'm going to hit auto create, and it just showed up. We're going to hit OK. And this is the new screen. Again, you can see right here the address that you've went ahead and you've signed it for, because we set it for the first address. That's why there's a 1 here. These are the times that it's going to be fired, and this is with the pre-fire delay set into it. So we're going to go ahead and connect the interface. This is going to turn your computer on to the language so it can now speak directly to whatever module unit you have plugged in. Connect all. We just turned the interface on. It's not communicating. We're now going to hit refresh status. This will tell you the current status of the system. Now, this is another change between the MM45 and the Murloc. The MM45, it'll give you that it's activated or unactivated. It'll give you the serial number of the device, and the Murloc will actually give you the internal battery percentage, whether it's a full battery or not. Okay, the MM45 only gives you this information. Okay, I went ahead and I plugged in 2 eMatches into the queues. So we're going to go ahead and Q check, and you're going to see what products are hot. Now you can see that it happens to be in 31 and 32. We've got a white peony and a red peony here. Qs 1 through 30 have an X. That means either it's a bad E-match or you failed to connect an E-match up. Now after you're happy with everything, you're going to go ahead here and you're going to hit upload sequences. Now I'm not going to do this because I don't want to turn a brand new MM45 into a used system. But if you were to go ahead and hit this button, you'd see a status bar and it would slowly go up until it was complete. And when it was complete, it would actually say complete. After it was completely hooked up, you'd hit start show. It gives you a little warning here that you're not going to hold the software company or the manufacturer liable for any injuries that may occur during the fireworks show. Now it's going to ask for you to load a sound file. And you got a lot of different choices here. Let's see here. I'll go to the license that I purchased. Now you can go ahead and hit activate, although I happen to know it's already activated. It doesn't hurt it to activate it twice. So now, if it wasn't already, it certainly is activated now. And now all you have to do is go ahead and hit start show. Starting show will actually give your computer the code in order to actually fire your show. It'll start the music and everything will go. If you hit stop show, it simply stops the music and everything, and your sequence goes right up back to the beginning again. If you find that your fireworks are firing just a little bit too late, you can speed it up a little bit, either 1 second increments or 100 millisecond increments, or if they're firing too fast, you can slow it down in the same manner. So as you can see, this software for the Murloc, the MM45 that the Ion Suite came up with is very inclusive, and it's very simple to use. You can easily program one module of 32 Qs within minutes. The hard part, of course, is setting up your script on Finale. That's where you're going to determine what product you're going to use for the fireworks, and you're going to figure out what music you want, and create your music file, and that's the hard part. But once you have that done, actually plugging the information into the PC is a piece of cake. So I'd like to thank you for watching, and good luck on your show.